Well, if you're just joining us, KCAL News at 4 o'clock here with Amy Johnson, Juan Fernandez, Mike Rogers on the desk, and our Desmond Shaw up in SkyCal, bringing you the very latest information and pictures regarding the airport fire burning right now in Trabuco Canyon, a fire that started about an hour ago, right, Amy, and quickly grew to 800 acres as we're seeing it right now.
And we've been watching as this fire is being fought mostly from the air. We do have a number of fires burning in our area from LA County, Orange County, and San Bernardino County. Resources are certainly divided here, but we have seen a great deal of air tankers making drops over this fire. This, of course, another hot day. We've been in an excessive heat warning. 100 degrees out there. Our meteorologist Olga Ospina has been watching the situation as well. Olga, it's hot, but the bright side here is that the winds are relatively calm, correct?
You know, when we last spoke, they were relatively calm. They're actually picking up just a bit more right now. So we are seeing sustained winds of 17 miles per hour and gusts stronger than that. So we could continue to see some gusts in the 20s. This is not extremely strong. We are seeing a lot of other areas across Southern California with stronger winds, at least in the 20s. But of course, with this fire already in place, that is certainly of concern. It's also really dry outside. Relative humidity is down to the teens. It's another day of temperatures in the 100s for a lot of our inland spots, including Trabuco Canyon. So we've had a very hot summer. We've had periods where we've had a week, 2 weeks of temperatures in the upper 90s and in the 100s. So all that terrain is extremely dry. And once we get this fire, that of course helps to push that fire even a little quicker, even without the really strong winds. But we are seeing some moderate winds right now through Trabuco Canyon, 17 mile per hour sustained. And you can see some other areas, of course, with stronger winds. We're going to continue with temperatures still above average heading into tomorrow. The good news is there is some relief in sight. Temperatures are going to start to come down a little closer to average already by Wednesday. But today, it is another very hot, dry day. We're seeing some moderate winds through that area. And we've been talking about the red flag warnings that we have for some areas. For the Trabuco Canyon area specifically, that area is under an excessive heat warning. And that continues still through tomorrow night. So we're still seeing a lot of danger, that excessive heat warning in place across most of our inland spots. For our beaches, we're under the heat advisory. So still some very dangerous conditions for the rest of today, and still for a lot of us into tomorrow too. So Wednesday, things get a little closer to average. But for today, we're still seeing some moderate winds out through that Trabuco Canyon area. So of course, a lot of danger out there. Those winds, you can see it on my map, they're pushing in from the west. So any area to the east of Trabuco Canyon will get more of that smoke. However, even those surrounding areas, if you are in places like Rancho Santa Margarita, Lake Forest, as we head towards Lake Elsinore, that's going to be to the east of Trabuco Canyon, you're going to start getting a lot of that smoke. So air quality is going to be another concern for even areas that are not in that immediate area of the fire. But we're going to have a lot of smoke as we've been seeing over the last several days with a lot of those fires breaking out. Smoke, air quality is going to be an issue for Orange County over the next several days. So that's going to continue to be a concern. And of course, we're seeing those moderate winds as well.
Olga, we've been talking about a cool down in the next couple of days, or at least temperatures being a little bit more average. Do you think that's going to help with situations like this?
You know, with this Trabuco Canyon fire, it's already in place. So unfortunately, you know, that's already the case. But we will start to see more favorable conditions for other fires to develop. We're not going to be as great of a risk as we've been seeing these last several days. The winds are going to start coming down, though, also as we head into the next couple of days. But for today, some moderate winds. And, you know, that, of course, is not good news once we have this fire and, of course, all that really dry terrain out there.
And so often we end up with those
Yeah.
sundowner winds when the winds start to pick up as the sun starts to go down. So that might be something that we're seeing some of the impact of that. And we also know that sometimes when you have a fire, it kind of changes the weather because it can be so big and the smoke and everything. But again, we're up to 1,300 acres with the airport fire. If you're just joining us, this name comes from the remote control airport out there for remote controlled planes. It's a small strip, but the fire did start in that area, and this fire has been spreading uphill and away from homes, which is certainly a great point there. Mike?
Right, yeah, really quickly, guys, I just wanted to point out, remember how I told you I was concerned about a new fire over in Banning? There is a new fire over in Banning, and it's called the Sunset Fire. And unfortunately, it has diverted some of the air resources off of this fire over to that fire. My colleague Maya behind me, she was just talking to CAL FIRE, and that is essentially how it works, is they'll try to get a jump on these as quickly as they can. But because of that, we have lost some of our air resources on the Orange County fire. And I want to show you, if we can come back to my map here, I'm just going to show you where these two fires are, because we haven't lost all of them. There are still some air resources over the airport fire here. We still have the MD-80, which of course is a huge help. You see it right here. And we've got the sheriff's helicopter and the 2 Orange County Fire helicopters. That is kind of where we're at though right now for air resources here on this fire. I'll take you over here. This is the Sunset Fire. And you see these smaller tankers that were on our fire are now over here, right off the 10 freeway and Sunset Avenue. So we're working on getting some more information. CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire says that fire started about 3 o'clock. At the time, an hour ago, it was only reported as 5 acres. We obviously know how that went with the fire in Orange County. When they first reported it, it was at 7 acres, and now we're at 1,300. So we'll have to continue to monitor that one, but I wanted to show you that the some of the air resources that were over with us, all of these, in fact, were over here in Orange County. They have now been diverted to this new fire that is burning off the 10 freeway in Banning. We still do have the MD-80 here that is doing some circles there as well. And looks like, is this the, yeah, this is the sky crane that I was telling you about that is now coming over the Chino Hills area. So we'll see where that ends up. But it had come all the way up here from Central California. So they certainly are trying to do whatever they can. We did find out that the C-130 Hercules is still on the ground in at Mather Airport up in Sacramento County.
Yeah, a lot changing, a lot developing. In fact, we have Sean Duran with the Orange County Fire Authority on the phone. Sean, are you there?
This is Steve Concial, the Orange County Fire PIO.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Can you give us an idea? What's the very latest now? Mike here on the desk was telling us we have yet another brush fire that just broke out.
Yeah, I could talk about our fire right
Okay.
now. I'm not sure. Some of our aircraft were diverted to another fire in Riverside, but I'm calling about great news. The fire is moving away from the homes, moving away from Robinson Ranch and up the hill. So, yes, we did have some evacuation orders in place, but their homes are safe. It is gridlock in the area. When I came in about an hour and a half ago, there's a lot of people trying to get back into their homes. Right now, the roads are shut off. So just be patient. Go to the local areas, the market, the Target's there. You could watch from a distance. Your homes are safe. Again, we had a lot of aircraft, helicopters, and personnel. We sent a robust response. Initially, when we first went on scene, it was a small fire, and there was a request for 35 additional engines right away, as well as multiple aircraft. So we were able to pinch this fire, and it is going uphill like it has. We've had numerous holy fires and holy gym fires over the years in Trabuco Canyon and Upper Trabuco Canyon. So that's where it's burning. But the good news, it's burning away from the homes. And at 406, it's now approximately 1,400 acres. I know you were saying 1,300 plus. Again, that's a dynamic situation. It constantly grows as the fire gets bigger, and it has to be mapped by the helicopters or air attack, planes in the air, or intel plane. So that comes in, and so it's going to be going up as the fire continues. But again, airport fire, we have approximately 1,000 personnel either on scene or en route. Again, it's going to be an extended fire.
Wow.
So we're going to be out here throughout the night and well into the next few days.
Well, one thing is for sure, we did see in the last hour or so the aggressive firefight. You're absolutely right about that, and it's good for anyone who's watching us right now who may live in the area to know that, as you said, their homes are safe for now. The fire is burning away from homes and up the ridge there. So we thank you very much for bringing us up to date on the airport fire burning out there in Trabuco Canyon. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.